Hey everybody, it's Dominique Barbie here. I'm just doing this quick video because I know I have a lot of network marketing friends, business friends, etc. And a lot of people, ask me what was the big changing point from going to basically, making no money online to, that whole transition basically. And if you don't know me, a little bit about myself is I'm 24 years old and I'm married with 3 children. And so I have a really busy life. I'm in school, all that fun stuff there. So what happened was I just needed a way where, basically, to be honest, where I didn't have to work a job because I'm the type of person who has job anxiety. As soon as, I get a job, it's like, oh my goodness, it was like a headache. And it was just too many, expenses for me to have a regular traditional job that, didn't pay me what I felt like was my worth for the most part. And it wasn't enough at all to even, to do the normal things in life, like, pay bills and stuff. It was not enough. Everything went to basically everything besides bills. So, never being able to have enough money for that, I had to figure out another way, which, you know, 5 years ago, that's when I was introduced to, the whole online, making money online, whatever you want to call it. And after that, I was really bad at it. Oh, I thought, once you see all those different types of things, like, make $10,000 per month and yada yada yada, and you're like, is that real? You start to think like, is that really real? And then I start seeing real people, get real results, and I'm like, okay, if they're a regular person, I'm a regular person, then I should be able to do what they did as long as I can figure it out. So then I started, going, joining different companies, and I wasn't getting any type of results. So I was, I would think it's like the company or something like that, or I would look for someone who can probably help me better, and with training, etc., like that. And it was just so hard because most of the times when you join something, you know you don't really get that real assistance to be able to get help or whatever. So, I just kept trying to search, and then I started figuring out a lot of people say, get a good mentor and this and that. And I have never been able to find like a mentor who will take the time to sit with me and work with me and say, do this, do that. Don't get me wrong, I've been in companies where they will send me to like maybe a little bit of something, something, but nobody to really work with me. Do 3 ways. I hear people say do 3 ways and all this stuff. I've never had people to even be able to do that with. I did gain for the people who did, help me. I do, I did get nuggets from them, but there was no one person who specifically trained me one on one and taught me everything that I know. I had to, go through 5 years of not knowing, and then I figured out, okay, maybe, I started going on Google, YouTube, and everything, trying to figure out, how to do it. So finally, I started to figure it out. It was like a trend of things that started happening, and I started to figure out how to bring in, 3 or 4 people every week into my business. And once that started happening, I was like, okay, if I can do that, I can do more. So I just really want to go over some tips too for all of my, you know, business friends who may not be seeing any results in their company or may need, help. Maybe they don't have that type of sponsor. In my opinion, I think that your sponsor is not responsible for you, but I do think that they should, lead you the right way to go. But these type of people who say, it's my sponsor's fault and this and that, I don't think that's okay because I never had a sponsor to help me step by step by step and this and that. I've had to actually purchase the programs, the educational courses to help me, not the person. And I didn't blame them or anything. They would give me, a couple of tips, but the products that I put my money in to invest in my mind and the Google searches and the YouTube searches and stuff like that, I started, getting some good knowledge. But there's no, one person who was the catapult to make me blah blah blah, you know. Anyway, so most of the time, things they would say, go tell your friends and family, let your friends and family know, and it was just like my family is not the type of people to do this stuff. So, I was going through them and they're like, I don't think this is for me. Us usually growing up, it's like, go get a job, get good grades, just like Robert Kiyosaki said, get a job, get good grades, work 40 years of your life and retire on that income, whatever. But for me, it was just like, if these people learning how to make $10,000 a month, I think I need to learn what they learning. So I made it my business to figure it out. And don't get me wrong, I've spent countless hours behind the computer trying to figure it out. People wondering, why am I wasting time on this? Why don't do this? Why don't do that? And you get that. So people out there who might be experiencing that from maybe family members, or I know one of my friends said that her husband doesn't like that she's on all day trying to figure it out, and I just feel your pain because I know how that is. And so one of the things here, here's a few things that'll help, maybe help you get some results in your company or whatever you're doing. Especially if you're in the niche that I'm in, network marketing, internet marketing. Some people do it different ways. Some people they do, offline. You know, with all types of different things offline. Some people actually speak in front of people. Some people do home parties and this and that. You have to figure out what type of person that you are. Because if you're not the type of person who does that or whatever, then you're gonna have a really hard time. And so you have to figure out the type of strategies that works best for you, because there's offline and then there's online, and then some people do both. But you need to figure out those two strategies. And I really hope that you understand who your target market is, because there's a difference between telling everyone in the world about your business if and as opposed to finding the right target where those people are. So, and then another thing that you want to learn is, promotional methods. You want to learn how to do lead generation, get leads, because that's basically the lifeline of any business. If you're not getting any leads, if you're not, if people don't know about your business, you will not make money. I can guarantee that you will not make any money. And a lot of people, they join things and some of them don't make money. It's mostly because nobody knows about their business. It doesn't matter if you posted a million ads. If nobody saw it, it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. And another thing is, I do big time. I do a lot of training, and I watch what big type people do, whatever you want to call it. I watch what they do, and this is the type of business where you can play copycat. If you know someone who's doing really good in it, you want to definitely get as close as possible as you can with them. I will tell you that. Hold on, I hear it. Let me go to Google. You want to get as close as you can to that person, or watch what they're doing to try to get some tips, stuff like that. You want to definitely do personal development to help your mindset, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. There's nobody who's going to push you and say you can do it if you don't do it yourself. You can't, if you're the type who only you like to blame people, if you like to say that this person is the reason for your mistakes in life, then you're going to have a hard time in this business, and you're going to find reasons to why you're not succeeding, everything that's outside of yourself. It all boils down to you. You have to get out of that mindset of trying to blame somebody, because it's not their fault or the choices that you make every day. And once you're doing a business, if you treat it like a hobby, you're gonna get paid like a hobby. If you post one day and then you post another day, like 3 days, 5 days later, nobody knows, you don't talk to nobody about your business, you're gonna have a hard time. So, another thing I've figured out is basically network marketing is an industry of marketing and promotion. pursued by people who usually have no idea how to market and promote. Did you realize what I just said? Now you see what a lot of people are failing about? Why they're failing? Because they're pursuing a profession that usually people do not have any idea how to market and promote. So what do you do to solve that issue? Instead of, whatever you have been doing, you have to figure out, you have to learn how to market and promote. Period. Period. Because if you're not recruiting people, if you're not selling your products, your lotions and potions, whatever you got, if you're not selling any of it, you don't make any money. So if you don't know how to market and promote, then that's where you need to focus on figuring out your strategies, how you will get people in front of your opportunity. And also, I figured out how to use systems to do a lot of the work for me as opposed to having to do a million presentations in front of people. I can have like little robots doing thousands of presentations for me, if that makes sense to you. If you can learn that skill, it'll save you a lot of time. Unless you just like doing, extra, the harder way, that's fine. But you're gonna have a harder time. So that is the basics of the things that transitioned me. And when I stopped, worrying about the money and started focusing on basically helping and giving value to people, like when people join me in my business, I give them access to everything I do. I literally give them access to what I do every single day and the tools that I use every single day. It's not like I hide stuff. It's up to them to actually do it because I can't force anyone to do anything. And some people they don't, you know, some people want it better than others, so that's the difference. I have, there's always going to be people who say, I didn't make money because of my sponsor, yada, yada, yada. I don't give people a reason to say that. I give them access to it. And if they don't follow it, then they can, they're going to have a hard time. But the people who come to me and they're like, okay, how do I do this? How do I do that? Can you explain this? And they ask me questions and they get leads from the strategies that I do every single day, and I tell them to focus on, at least exposing your business to, you know minimum 5 people. That's your responsibility because this is a real business, and if you're not doing that, then you're going to struggle. So the people who do that and they come to me and they help me, they let me help them close leads and stuff like that. I do a lot of that for people who join me in my businesses that I'm in. I do a lot of that. So they have a way to succeed. So that is really the key. You want to, bring value to people. You don't just want to be like, some people are like, they just, I can't even explain. They're like, join me right now. I'm the best. When there's millions of same distributors just like them, you have to have a different type of value. People are going to join you just because of who you are, and if you have no value to give them, and you're really struggling yourself and you're not figuring out what to do, then you're gonna have a hard time. But once you become that leader, if you notice, people want to join the people who are the leaders, who seem like they at least know what they're doing, who when they go to their page they look like they're successful, as opposed to someone who just they just look like a regular person. They just like them. That's a little hint there. You want to give the perception that you are successful. You don't lie, of course, but you want to be set up for success. But yeah, that's all I have for now. That was just a quick video. Make sure I want you to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to be giving more tips about how I reached that type of income that I'm producing online, the 6-figure mark and beyond. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video, leave a comment, or you can ask any questions in the comments. In the next video that I do tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of those questions, and so that to help a lot of people out more, because I get these questions all the time. So if you have any questions and if that brought value to your life, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube. And yeah, pretty much that's it for now. I'm off to actually go shoot another video, an actual training video for some of my team members to get them on, beast mode status. So yeah, I will catch you guys later.